Hello everyone, Div the Sunny Panda here, and welcome back to my playthrough of This Is the Police. So yesterday we had a terrible day with three officers dying, and I don't know how it happened, but fine. The mayor now is blaming us, and he's displeased with the police department, and I can understand why, because we had three officers die, but it isn't the right time to be opportunistic. We shouldn't make light of death of our officers for political reasons. So I'm my hate for the mayor continues. Drunk student falls from fifth floor window injured, says the Golden Bird. Fact, says Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. He's just repeating his own words from like a day back, right? But I don't care. I don't care about the mayor. He can just be himself or do whatever he wants, right? Okay, so we have another stripe. Should we give it to one of the detectives? Why not? Let's give it to Moser just to like buff him up a bit. And let's start the day. We had just one stripe. Ooh, there's a cutscene after a long time. Let's enjoy.
You know when a police chief really feels his power? When he hires and fires people? When he throws folks in jail? When he's bossing everyone around all morning? No, there's no power there. Just bureaucratic red tape. Like directing traffic. Not that it's all bad. No, I feel it the most when people come to me with accusations. Accusations happen outside the law. They don't need to be rational or supported by evidence. They don't petition justice in the careful words of legal formality. No, an accusation is a personal cry, full of resentment or envy, a defeated moan, or an angry howl. The accuser rarely imagines you'll share their resentment, their envy, their hatred. No, but they do imagine that your love of power is so strong that you'll leap to decide the fates of others, happy just to take someone's word for the facts. Businessmen accuse the gangsters blame our public figures denounce politicians, the politicians point to the businessmen. When it comes to accusation, there's only one rule. Don't aim too high. If you overestimate your own importance, then complaining can cost you your life. So choose the easier path. Exaggerate as far as you can, and try to make your plea sound as sad and pathetic as possible. The accusation I received today sure didn't fit the normal mold. After killing Vikas Varga and routing his supporters, Sand further strengthened his already powerful authority. Even a month ago, anyone coming out against Sand would sound like a lunatic with a death wish. Today, it's the same thing as suicide. But the letter I'm holding in my hands directly connects Henry Sand, lieutenant of the Sand Mafia family, to the reported death of successful banker John Pazzi. Henry has a daughter, Marianne, a dancer, and apparently it all started with her. One day, Marianne danced in the title role of a production of Giselle, and Henry, proud father that he is, brought the whole family to the premiere, along with some of the family's business partners. Among their guests was the young banker John Pazzi. He couldn't keep his eyes off Marianne, but she ended up brushing him off. In response, Pazzi ambushed her one night after rehearsal, pulled her into his limousine, and had his way with the poor girl. After that, gentleman that he was, he drove the girl home and threatened that if she told anyone what happened, her mother would get the same treatment. But her father still managed to shake the truth out of Marianne, and he decided to take his revenge. Of course, Henry knew he couldn't just go with his instincts and put a bullet in Pazzi in broad daylight. The rich bastard was too important for business, and Henry is neck deep in the family business, overseeing transportations for the Sand Mafia. He knew about every delivery delay, every car, and every shop. It was mostly thanks to Henry that the whole Sand operation rolls so smoothly. Henry has free access to all their off-book cars, and a tar-black motive. Yeah, he could easily arrange the death of John Pazzi as a drunken, late-night hit-and-run. But Henry Sand is smarter than that. If this story about Pazzi is true, he'd more likely go to the boss and ask permission. I'd have figured this letter the ramblings of a retired gangster looking to spice up his life with little excitement. The way the letter started, "My dear little old cupcake," I had every mind to toss it in the trash. But something else got my attention. They're rarely ever signed, but this one ended Robespierre, and I doubt it's an imposter. No one would go against the most powerful group in the city, hoping to hide behind the name of some prankster clown. Like everyone else, I had no idea who Robespierre was or what he wanted. But there was no doubt that this guy was more than a little crazy. An arrogant psychopath. Could be dangerous. Definitely worth looking into.
But he has the balls to do what's right. At least he's giving us tips about what's going to happen, right? If nobody dares stand us up to the Sand Mafia, we tried to take the Sands down too. I terribly failed at that. And I regret it. But Robespierre has given us the main guy of the Sand on a platter. We have no... Oh my god, no. This is bad. We need detectives, right? We really need detectives. Can we have some detectives for... Oh, both of them are on leave, right? For 5 days, so... We have no detective spot. We can't hire detectives. We can hire 3 officers for the other shift, shift B. So let's do that. Ken Oshiro, why not? Hire for shift B. Scott, hire for shift B. I would go for George, but he's a bit old. Although these both have lower professionalisms, I'll go for Daniel for shift B. And we have to pull out one of our detectives. Who is on duty today? It's Beasley and Moser. All right, we'll have to pull out Beasley. Can we pull him out though? We can't. So we can't deal with this today. No, does it just go on to the next shift or does it expire? Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Anyways, robbery at Bank of Freeburg. 3 armed robbers wearing masks entered the bank and demanded the manager to open the safe. Alright, Gibbons, Robbins, Vandal, Grant, our best officers along with the SWAT. Off you go. 4 is fine. We paid our snitch. What are we going to do with this investigation? We don't have a detectives to put on it. This is troubling. And I can't. Can I can one of the other investigations? Can I can this homicide? Fine, I'll just archive it. I'll just archive it, and now we have a detective too. Sorry, I had to let go of that case. I have no other option. This one is more important. It probably helps me take down San, so I had to can the other one. And I don't know if I can go to the archive and yeah, I can reopen it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, robbery at the Bank of Freeburg. The bank is located in the city center where there's a lot of traffic and civilians. Sneak up to the front window and peek inside the bank. Block the exit to the bank with a police cruiser. Take up comfortable firing position at the main exit. This will be a bloodbath. Okay, let's take up comfortable firing position. A woman's shouts can be heard from inside the bank. Wait until the robbers exit. Storm the building. Get on the bullhorn. Attention, you're surrounded. Probably my bad. I chose the wrong sequence or something. I should have had them go inside. They had no intel, they were just waiting outside. Oh my god. Okay, assault at the trade union's building. A young woman, frightened to death, just called in from the trade union. A drunken factory worker broke into the building. The same man who yesterday visited the union, demanding a return of the money that was withheld from his salary over the past 6 years. The man is shouting and threatening to break through the service window. Read and Samadhi, off you go. Officer Grant, thank you for your service. I'm sorry. Armed robbery again? Alright, we need some officers back for this now. Lots is going on and I'm losing officers like flies. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Anyways, Mr. Murphy, the victim's limo driver, says Mr. Pasi sometimes liked to walk the city at night. I had just taken him out after a long business dinner. We pulled up to the park near the monument and I didn't notice anything suspicious. Although there was a grey truck that didn't have any license plate, it followed us into the park from the restaurant, but then it turned off somewhere. That was suspicious, man. The limo driver is a numbnut. The examiner says Mr. Pasi died immediately on impact. A heavy vehicle struck him at high speed. The bruises on his body show traces of grille. So you might be looking for a jeep or a truck. Okay, so we know it's a truck. Soft tissue contained fragments on a windshield, so it appears that the blow was strong enough to throw his body into the air and through the windshield. The victim's clothes saw traces of grey paint. Okay. He didn't mention any paint here, the driver. I run the park in the night. Tonight I heard the roar of a motorcycle, so I went to check it out. I figured it was bikers who like to race on empty roads, but when I ran closer I saw the road was empty and then I saw the body, so I called the police. So it may have been a jeep, right? But the limo driver says it was a grey truck. Oh yeah, he says it was a grey truck and traces of grey paint, so that's fine. It was a grey truck, not a bike. The truck must have sounded really... Motorcycle tracks and shattered glass were found at the crime scene. What? Oh, the motorcycle could have been inside the grey truck. I see. At a nearby intersection, a surveillance camera recorded a group of bikers, and behind them, you can make out a grey jeep with a cracked windshield. What's going on? So it was a jeep, and this guy is, oh my god, let's wait for the frames. This one is going to be a doozy. Assault at the trade union needs more? Okay, fine, Smith, off you go. I can't spare officers. Oh, there's another armed robbery. We haven't had good luck with armed robberies. No. This is fine. The assault went fine. Reed and Samadhi and Smith have solved it. That's fine. I need to respond to this. I don't have time to wait for them to get back. Gibbons, Vandal, Robbins, Dowell, SWAT. 6 armed men wearing masks entered the premises, demanding all the cash and jewelry would be placed in a large garbage bag. What is with this, the increase in armed men all of a sudden? Armed men robbery. Now, if they ask for a backup, we need to send out officers. I'm scared of what's going to happen today. Assault at the Theatre of Drama during a production of My Sweet Juliet and the Zombie. Actors in the performance were buffeted by flying eggs thrown by someone from the audience. The assault was accompanied by shouts, "Shame! Necrophilia! How dare you mock such a classic!" According to the elderly theatre guard, the eggs were thrown by 10 young girls, all dressed in white. Fine, let's just wait. We have time. Oh no! No! What's going on? Alright, Buck, you're off alone on this. Go with the paddy wagon for all I care. Fight at the sawmill neighborhood. A call just came in from a girl who went with her friends to have a barbecue out by the sawmill. When the food was almost ready, a group of drunk students suddenly appeared, claiming that it was their spot. A massive fight broke out. We need the paddy wagon for that. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen because it's 6 armed men after all. I can't do anything for the fight. I have to wait for this to be resolved. Today is even a more hectic day than yesterday, and I'm sad that we're losing officers, but this isn't... I can't do anything. The reception at the city hall doesn't have enough protection. The mayor urgently requests you send more officers. Yeah, mayor, well, I'm having a hard day myself with not enough officers. We had 2 armed robberies again, one with 4 men and now one with 6 men, and I'm so scared that my officers are going to die. I don't have people to send to you. You mayor, can't you afford some security guards for fuck's sake? Assault report. Of course Burke let them escape. What did I expect? This game is making me rage. Armed robbery. Okay, at least no one died. And no civilians died. That's fine. That's fine. Fight. Offenders escaped. Yeah, that's fine. Nobody died. As long as nobody died, it is fine. Armed robbery again. Are you kidding me? What's with the armed robbers? Is it there an armed robbery union that decided, yeah, we're going to ruin this town today with armed robberies? At the theater of drama again, 3 armed thugs managed to rob the audience of a playhouse before the civilians realized what was happening. The criminals had already fled the scene. Until the last minute, everyone thought it was just part of the show. How stupid do you need to be to think that it's a part of the show? Okay, the cloakroom attendant says that the robbers left in a yellow school bus. Fine, let our officers come back. We don't have the SWAT anymore, but we can send out everyone. Gibbons, Robbins, Vandal, Reed, Samadhi. Come on! Freaking... Oh, I can't. Okay, I can only send out 4. We don't need the paddy wagon. I don't think you need a paddy wagon for just 3 assailants. Homicide at the gas station. An eyewitness reported that the man drove up to a gas station, got out, and shot the guy behind the counter with an automatic rifle. Again! Where are the guns coming in the street from? I am keeping them clean. Why are there so many armed robbery reports today? And now a straight up shootout. And now he's just standing there quietly filling up his gas tank. This dude's crazy. Yeah, if I send my officers there, they're going to die. And I don't know if these guys require backup here. There's already a dead person. The offender can escape for all I care. I don't want my officers to die. But I'll see, depending on the result. Okay, armed robbery. Even late at night, finding the bus wasn't too difficult. The criminals abandoned it less than a mile from a suburban motel. Check the motel, search the woods. Let's search the bus. The motel manager reports 3 men. Okay, we already took a wrong decision. Fine. 3 men threatened me with a gun when I said we had no more rooms. I put them in a room we already rented, but they won't be happy when our guests return. Knock on the door, open up police, order all civilians to return to their rooms and lock their doors and begin the assault. Try to trick the gunmen. Who is in there? You're in our room. Okay, let's take the actual police way. Let's order all the civilians to return to their rooms and lock their doors and then begin the assault. Good freaking job, officers. Good freaking job. Alright, can they make it back in time for us to respond to this call? We'll see. Hit and run report. We have frames. Okay, so not enough frames though. And there's a truck here. Grey truck. And we know there's a jeep involved somehow. So let's continue it on. Receiving... I lost a detective who was on the case of bringing down a gang. Of course, why did I put Moser in there with his low... Why did I start the investigation when my best detective wasn't around? First off, and now I have lost Moser because the freaking gang killed him. Killed the investigating detective. Oh no. We have had the death of 4 officers and now 1 detective. This is turning out to be worse than the previous day. I can't respond to these. Look how close they are to being back. Okay, alright. Let's go all out. Smith, Samadhi, Dowell, off you go. There's just one armed guard, one armed offender with an automatic weapon. But there's 3 officers. Like, just surround him. Be tactical about it and don't die, please. Or at least request for backup. Now I can send more people your way. Request for backup for God's sake. Don't end up all dying. If you all die, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. Okay, what happened? What just happened? Oh. At least none of them died. It's okay that the offender escaped, but at least none of you died. I'm fine with that. And let's bring the weapons back to the police station. Because, oh my god. Oh. This is making me angry. This is the first time this game has made me upset. What the heck's going on? I can't figure anything out. This RNG is total bullshit. Total bullshit. R.I.P. Moser, R.I.P. Grant, thank you for your service. I'm sorry I let you down. Let's enjoy the cutscene. Enough of my ramblings.
Oh, Jack, you always come back so late.
What's wrong? Bad news?
Good news, Jack. Laura is ready.
Ready how? She's coming back? When?
Not that fast, Jack. Laura's ready to talk. But if she's ready to talk, she's getting ready to come back. You just need to find the right words. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't ask for this, Jack. It's the middle of the night, and I'm alone on an old farm, 40 minutes away from anywhere, sat on a creaky porch, and now I'm getting snapped at. I came here so you could personally promise me that you'll be able to find the right words. So let's try again. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I can find the right words, Mrs. Markham.
That's good to hear. Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock at the Octopus Restaurant. You know it?
Yeah, but it's closed at night.
Oh, I've arranged for them to be open. Don't be late. But don't come too early either.
Mrs. Markham?
Yeah?
I should probably offer you some tea or something before you go.
Do you have any tea?
No.
Good night, Jack.
Okay, so we're going to be meeting Wifey tomorrow. Hopefully we don't end up visiting the restaurant after having lost like 30 officers or something. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this episode. A horrible episode. It's going really bad. All of a sudden, we were doing so well, but now it's all going downhill. And maybe I'll have to resign as the chief of police soon because I'm not even collecting enough money to make up the $500,000 that I want to retire with. But we will see. That's an end for now. I'll see you next time as I continue to probably fill the streets of Freeburg with more blood. Bye bye.